54, 54, where are you?
Come on, men, don't take it so hard.
Yeah, you tried your best.
Our best, 85 to 6. You know, what a beat.
So what? Look, sometimes it's more important for a boy's character to learn how to lose gracefully than to win.
Yeah, you gotta learn to lose with a smile. That's what's called sportsmanship. Remember that, kids. Sportsman.
I'm proud of you, boy. Good game, Tootie. Yes, my team was a little better.
Better? You mean dirtier. You taught him every slimy trick of basketball.
Tootie, I don't want to hear talk like that about my kids.
Kids? You call those ringers that you brought in kids? According to the rules, they're supposed to be under 13 years of age. 3 of your boys had their wives cheering in the stands.
But do I need this?
Who are you going to show with next week? Will Chamberlain with his mustache shaved off?
I come in to shake hands and he opens up a mouth.
I don't shake hands with crooks.
Who you calling a crook?
Keep it down, will you?
Talk about crooks. Here's Mr. Referee himself.
Don't start up at me.
How much does Schnauzer pay you to throw the game?
Pay me.
You robber. If you weren't a cop, I'd arrest you.
I'm going to report it to the referee's office.
Come on. Get your eyes checked while you're down there, you blind bat. And as for you, Schnauzer, my boys will be ready for you the next time. You'll see nothing but knees in the back, elbows in the kidneys, fingers in the eyes. Now, where was I?
You were talking about sportsmanship.
Oh, yeah, sportsmanship. That's our trouble, maybe, sportsmanship.
What do you mean?
Well, while we've been teaching our boys sportsmanship, the other coaches have been teaching their boys basketball.
Now, look, Gunther.
You guys can play better than that. You got Francis here, a great college basketball star as coach, and me as inspiration.
Hold
Hold it down, will you, Joe? The way you played, you got the right to sing.
It's a Hebrew prayer.
He should have prayed before the game. Gunther.
Next prayer he's got to learn for his bar mitzvah Saturday. That's all we've been hearing for the last 6 months. Baruch atah Adonai.
Wonder he couldn't keep his mind on basketball. Joe, and you got to snap out of it. You can't concentrate on basketball and be worried about a bar mitzvah at the same time.
I'm sorry, Officer Tootie.
Would Muldoon be a great college basketball star at Holy Cross if he worried about his bar mitzvah? Come here.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. He's just worried about learning his bar mitzvah speech.
That's not what's bugging him.
It isn't?
No, he's miserable because he knows nobody's going to come to his bar mitzvah party.
Why not? Everybody loves little Joel Pokraz.
Oh, it isn't Joel. It's his father. You don't know who his father is?
No, who?
Pocras, the landlord. The most hated man in the Bronx.
I never had the pleasure.
That's ridiculous. You mean just because nobody likes his father, they won't show up at the synagogue for his party?
What synagogue? Joel said they may as well hold the bar mitzvah in a telephone booth.
Poor kid. The most important day of his life. The day when he has to stand up and say, "Today I am a man." And nobody will be there to hear him.
And here I was bawling him out. Joe, is it all right if Francis and I come to your bar mitzvah?
Gee, would you?
Would we? Not only that, but we're going to see to it that there's going to be standing room only in that bar mitzvah party of yours.
Gee, Officer Tootie!
You leave everything to us. Just concentrate on your bar mitzvah speech.
Yes, sir.
All right, kids. Hit the showers.
Baruch atah Adonai.
How could you promise him a full house?
Francis, we've got to do it for him. We're going to have everybody in our sector there to hear him.
Gunther, you know you're right. After all the favors we've done for him, they got to come through for us.
Let's see, who's first? Catch the butcher. Come on.
Ah, Tootie and Muldoon.
Excuse me, Mrs. Kramer. This will only take a minute.
What is it?
Mr. Katz, we'd like you to do us a favor.
A favor. I owe them my life, and they want to know, will I do them a favor? Anything, just ask.
Well, we'd like you and your wife to come to a bar mitzvah Saturday.
A bar mitzvah?
Yes.
This is all you ask of a man who owes you his life.
We were just doing our duty.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Nothing. Take out your gun. Came into my store 6 months ago, a robber, a bum, who put a gun up to my forehead like this, like a flash. Tootie and Muldoon rush in and stop him just in time.
Then you come?
Will I come? I'll do better than that. I'll make a giant horseshoe out of cold cuts, and across like a ribbon, spelled out in stuffed derma will read, Happy Bar Mitzvah. What's his name?
Joel.
Joel who?
Joel Pokratz.
Pokratz, the landlord.
Yes.
Take my life. Go ahead, pull the trigger. Take my life, only don't ask me to have anything to do with that. I don't even want to mention his name in here. My meat will spoil.
Mr. Cat.
9 years I lived in the Pokratz building. 9 years of freezing in the wintertime. 9 years of running to the health department with complaints. 9 years of the fighting and the bickering.
Mr. Katz, if you weren't happy, why didn't you move?
Move? Why? Move from a Pokratz building. Did you ever see a Pokratz lease? You sign a Pokratz lease and you belong to him. It's like Abraham Lincoln never existed. With the small smudge print on the back, not even in English. It could be in Sanskrit. And what conditions? Painting every 2 years, but not your apartment. You have to go and paint his apartment. And he has the right to come to your house every Friday night for supper. Go break a Pokratz lease. The Kennedys should have such a lease on the White House, they would live there forever. Go and do as you say. To get out of a Pokratz building, you must get a pardon from the governor. And this is the man whose party you want me to come to.
All right, Mr. Katz. How about you, Mrs. Kramer? How about you and your husband coming?
Me, you're asking? Me, one of his own tenants? I should go to a party with that? No good.
Mrs. Kramer, it's just a celebration. Some food and dancing.
If he breaks both of his legs, I'll celebrate. Come and tell me he was run over by a truck, then I'll show you dancing.
But, Mr. Katz, it's Joel's party.
Ask me to do anything else. Say, Cats, jump off the George Washington Bridge, I'll jump. Say, Cats, swim the Hudson River, I'm swimming. Say, Cat, what are we talking? Take my life.
Francis, what are we going to do? We promised Joel we'd have some people at his bar mitzvah.
We've asked everybody in our sector. How could a man be so hated?
Ooh. Ooh. So, Sergeant Feldman,
What is it?
how would you like to go to a bar mitzvah?
A bar mitzvah?
Yeah, the works.
Hold it, I'll be right with you.
Now get this straight, Pokratz. When I get back to that apartment, if there's no heat, I will personally take you in. Oh, yeah? Well, you can go there yourself. Now, what about this bar mitzvah?
Gunther, watch it. Here comes Schnauzer.
Don't worry, I know what to do. Hi, Leo, old pal.
Did somebody call me old pal?
Leo.
Old pal. Yesterday after the basketball game, I was a crook. Suddenly, in 24 hours, I became an old pal.
Now, look, Leo, you know Gunther didn't mean it.
And to make it up to you, we want to invite you to a bar mitzvah.
That sounds good. Whose kid is getting bar mitzvah?
It's Agras.
13 already?
No, it isn't Tannenbaum's kid.
Ought to be a lot of food there, a lot of dancing. Everybody's going to be there.
That sounds great. Who's getting bar mitzvah?
It's Grub Grass.
Boy, it can't be. Just got married.
No, it isn't Schlossberg's kid.
Wait till I tell you about the music. It's going to be Solid Sam and a Greg Concourse 4. Boy, it's going to be a blast.
I like that. Can I bring Nicholson?
Bring everybody.
Excuse me, but whose boy is getting bar mitzvah?
It's Frank Kraft.
Boy, the Garfinkel, he's got 4 girls.
No, it isn't Garfinkel. Leo, you're going to see a buffet like you've never seen before.
Oh, boy, I go for that food.
Then you going to come?
Just try and keep me away. Say, whose bar mitzvah is it?
What difference does it make, Leo? Just show up Saturday afternoon at the Bethel Synagogue, and you'll be in for the time of your life.
I'll be there.
There'll be a big sign outside. Pokrass's bar mitzvah. Oh.
Pokrass, the landlord?
Leo, he's not your landlord.
For which I should drop down on my knees and thank heavens. But he's my brother-in-law's landlord. And my mind takes me back to the first game of the World Series. I was sitting in front of my brother-in-law's television set in color yet. The big moment had arrived. The umpire said, play ball. Suddenly, everything went black. And you know why everything went black? Because somebody up on the roof took down the television antenna and asked for $5 a month extra to keep it up there.
Look, Leo.
And you know who that somebody was? It wasn't Tambrass. It wasn't Crabgrass. It wasn't Bancroft. It was Pokrass. You want me to spell it? B-E-A-S-T. Pokrass, the beast of the Bronx.
Now, wait a minute, Leo. It's Joel's bar mitzvah, the big day that he becomes a man.
I'm against it.
You're against it?
I'm against any Pokrass growing up to be a man. One Pokrass like his father is enough.
But Leo.
Keep away from me.
Francis, what are we going to do?
We're going to have a little talk with Mr. Pokrass himself.
A talk?
He can't be such a monster. I think once we make him realize what poor Joel has to go through just because of his father, we're liable to see a much nicer and sweeter man.
Don't give me no hearts and flowers. The rent was due here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Here it is already noon. 4 hours you've been living in my building for nothing. I'm not running no charity organization. If that money isn't here in a half hour, I'm throwing you out. What? Your grandmother's sick in bed? Fine. The fresh air will do her good. Are you still here?
I'm not moving until you do something about my apartment.
Get out of here.
Pocras, the wallpaper is peeling off in the living room. The kitchen is stopped up. In the bathroom, the pipes are broken. Come see for yourself. I'll show you through the place.
You're going to show me through the place. What are you, Jackie Kennedy? Get out of my office.
Such a gentleman. May you be caught in the middle of a desert with nothing but potato chips.
Get out of here, you troublemaker.
You're a miserable cheapskate and a crook.
I don't have to take this from you. You're 2 weeks back in your rent.
Then why don't you evict me? Throw me out in the street.
The weather's too nice. I'm waiting for a blizzard.
You should have 16 daughters, and they should all marry men like you.
Get out of here.
Bloodsucker.
Mr. Pokras.
What is it? Tickets to the policeman ball? I don't dance with policemen.
No, Mr. Pokras, it's about your son Joe. We want to speak to you about him.
Yeah, you see, his son Joe is on the police athletic league basketball team, and we're his coaches. Congratulations. 22 tenants already behind in their rent. Got 19 liens against one of my buildings. I lost 2 of my janitors. That's all I need now. A basketball player.
Look, Mr. Pokras, your son Joel is a nice, warm-hearted kid. Everybody loves him.
Don't worry, he'll grow out of that. He's broken-hearted because nobody wants to come to his bar mitzvah.
We asked everybody in our precinct. We asked everybody in the Bronx, and no one will come. Mr. Pokras, you have to do something about it.
Who said I didn't do something about it? I sent out 50 invitations. In my return mail, 54 came back. I sent out 50 and 54 came back. Even the 4 I didn't invite ain't coming. What's that all about? This'll teach him a lesson that you can't rely on